Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aquarius February 5, 2023. Mental tension is possible with today's Sun-Uranus square. It's best to avoid impulsive moves. Instead, look for the window this transit gives you into areas of your life or thinking patterns that have now become dysfunctional. Certainly, the desire to go your own way, particularly mentally and with your projects, can rock the boat. Watch that you don't become your own worst enemy by speaking too quickly about a matter. You may want to break free from a stifling situation, and being mindful about how or whether to do so can serve you better. It'd be best to keep your schedule light today. Pure chaos is falling down from the heavens like a biblical rain of fire. As the mighty sun, our great luminary, collides with electric Uranus, drama will consume your entire life. Everyone will be on edge, especially your sweetheart. This is not a good period to make rash decisions, commit to someone, or set up a first date. The traumatic and ferocious energy of this week would be infused into the plan or relationship, making it a constant battle uphill going forward. Try to lie low and rest if you can. Let it all out. Your inner weirdo is dying to make its debut in your immediate professional community when the Sun in Aquarius squares Uranus in Taurus. The square will feel initially tense, especially if you work extra hard to come across in a certain way instead of being your true self. But once you lean into the square and allow it to disrupt your workday, you may find that your authenticity is celebrated. Co-workers may be surprised by what you say or share. However, they may also be excited to hear your unique train of thought. While there may still be some financial tension, with a clash between Ceres on the financial and Jupiter on the income front highlighting a balance between money coming in and money going out, the moon's return to your work sector today can turn this into motivation. This begins the lead up to a full moon that can act as a catalyst on both the income and job fronts. The planetary alignment today has you feeling, if not your best, then at least very vivid this week. There is some contentment to be had in knowing that you are a vibrant and emotional soul. To keep yourself healthy both physically and emotionally, don't skimp on the physical exercise this week. Make it a priority to get some exercise that reinvigorates you, whether that's walking, running, lifting weights, or even gardening. Whatever keeps your blood flowing is your highest priority. On this day you will find much enjoyment in sharing stories that have been handed down through the generations in your family. Sharing this verbal legacy with the children and young at heart in your life allows you to experience a strong sense of connection with your loved ones. In the workplace you may also find good uses for your narrative abilities, as well. Expressing yourself is what this day most encourages. The moon not only returns to your work sector today but begins the lead up to a full moon that could have exciting implications on both the income and job fronts over the next few days. Yet before the moon returns it is spending its final hours in a playful and creative part of your chart where it is sending a very different message, with a reminder that life can't be all work and no play. This is a chance to go into the next few days with an open mind, letting this slowly unfold and reveal itself in its own time. The moon's final hours in your romantic sector are always something to be embraced, but especially as this is the only visit while Venus, the planet of love, is in Pisces. It was the moon's friendly aspect to Venus yesterday and to dreamy Neptune today that will see the impact from these romantically charged lunar vibes linger. The moon has helped to ignite the romantic flame, but Venus can keep it lit. Our eyes in the sky. The Sun in Aquarius squares off with Uranus in Taurus today. At this time, we are showing off our sentiments and uniqueness for the world to see. Today, we might want to take a walk on the wild side and let other people take notice of the parts of ourselves that we usually hide. You can now be totally open and carefree in how you represent yourself as you throw caution to the wind and live your life. Everything is not going as well as you hoped, and as a result, the pressures and anxieties of life take their toll. This is mainly due to you trying considerably harder to counter your run of bad luck by being overly efficient. If you find this is the case, relax, accept sometimes what you're trying to achieve isn't possible and allow yourself a special treat instead. When trying to resolve outstanding issues, you must avoid reacting impulsively and be prepared to encounter some difficulties. Don't be disappointed at this apparent block to your progress, but take full responsibility for any mistakes that result, otherwise, you create difficulties for everyone involved. If you wish to invest your savings in something new, now is the time to do it. People are being open and honest with you, so you can probably even trust your bank advisor. He will handle your cash carefully, not merely thinking of his own gain. If you're considering investing in something more tangible, don't hesitate to ask others for advice. If you decide against it, you will suffer no adverse consequences. In good shape, your mind and body are in perfect accord and you feel totally invigorated. You're able to take advantage of this feeling to stay on top of your fitness regime. You appreciate how quickly your athleticism is improved and you're much more aware of your strengths and how effective your stamina is. In the morning, the Cancer moon opposes Mercury in Capricorn, hindering us from thinking clearly. We draw subjective conclusions based on feelings and memories of lived experiences. But then, the logical part of our brain chimes in, picking apart our own argument and rationalizing how we should be behaving. It can feel as though we're in a battle with our own minds, making it impossible for us to find equilibrium. Try to relax. Remember that life events don't have to be compartmentalized. Your response doesn't have to be either or one way or the other. Could there be a way to get these two seemingly contradictory attitudes to meet in the middle? Be sure to avoid making any big purchases or making a financial commitment unless they are absolutely necessary. If you have to, then try to deal with them in a clear-headed and considered way that cannot backfire. You just can't find the right way to get the best out of your transactions. No matter what you do, your investments tend to make losses. Positive results can't be forced through, of course, so don't try to have your own way. It would be wrong to buy stuff to comfort yourself. You might end up with empty pockets. Afternoon, the moon trines Neptune in Pisces, a harmonious influence. It appears that our sensitive side has tipped the scales, providing us with an extra dose of self-compassion. Embrace it. Life doesn't have to be so stoic and serious. There is hidden beauty all around us that we can tap into. Permitting our intuition to take the reins places us in touch with greater creative, imaginative, and spiritual potency. We recognize that problems do not have to be dissected. Mining them for signs can evince meaningful medicine.